The year is 2011. Amir Khan has been making a slow but steady comeback after his first loss to the hands of Breidis Prescott in 2008, defeating talented fighters by the likes of Marcos Maidana, Antonio Barrera, and even winning himself the WBA World Super Lightweight title against Andriy Kotelnik. Khan has been looking as speedy and convincing as ever, but how will he hold up against Lamont Peterson?
He's doing a lot of talking, but I try to ignore it, because at the end of the day, and we're going to get in the ring May 19th. I just hope he's ready. He's going to say he's ready, but I hope he's really ready because it's going to be a rough night.
A boxer rising through the ranks who looks more convincing after every fight with just one loss on his resume. Will Khan continue his redemption arc, using his legendary agility and mind-bending skill to outbox Peterson? Or will Lamont have a few tricks up his sleeve to turn the tide of battle and go from underdog to champion by the fight's close? Welcome back to Boxing After Dark, where today we're analysing and recounting the fight billed as Capital Showdown, a match shrouded in controversy, yet loved by many for its high-octane, spine-tingling action. Let's get into it. As expected, Khan's on the rise in his comeback since his first loss, and things are looking up. He's been outboxing well-respected and dangerous opponents over the 3 years since he's returned to the ring.
I always train like a challenger. Even though I've got the 2 world titles in the division, I'm going to be focused. I'm going to train very hard with my trainer Freddie Roach and Alex Uriza.
That's it, I like it. Yeah.
Peterson, on the other hand, didn't have some of the great wins Khan had on his record at the time, but with only one loss, there was no reason to doubt his ability, opting for a more aggressive, cagey style of fighting, typically aiming to win on points with powerful-looking hooks and jabs that look good for the scorecards, and a big focal point on his movement in the ring. Peterson was expected to lose due to Khan's only threat so far, seeming to be knockout power, but Lamont knew how to get around, and if he played his cards right, maybe he could outbox Khan and gain himself a belt at the welterweight division. There are many controversies surrounding the fight, some happening within the ropes and some outside, with the infamous mysterious man in a hat appearing during the background of the fight, as well as talks of a biased referee and apparent behind-the-scenes steroid usage. But these stories will have to wait until we get there. During the build-up to the fight, there wasn't much controversy or disrespect. Instead, it was exciting and vibrant, with Khan continuing to find some time in the spotlight of America after his last time appearing there being for his magnificent win against Marcos Maidana. Peterson was also making himself more of a name to the general public, and it was a good fight for the both of their careers' publicity, destined to be another entertaining fight on their resumes. Many of the public saw the fight being held in America to be a slight to Khan due to him being a title holder with Peterson being the contender, but Khan saw it as only a positive and felt Peterson was worthy of a fight, even if it meant defending his title overseas. The fight came on December 10th of 2011 in the home city of Lamont Peterson, Washington, D.C. Amir seemed right at home in the foreign country of the USA, despite the crowd heavily favouring Lamont, and Peterson seemed cool, calm and collected. Tonight everything was on the line for the two of them, and it was clear they had both shown up to win.
Yesterday were 1 pound apart in weight, but tonight, they are 6 pounds apart.
He's at 15 pounds head case, as you always want to do, especially.
And he's looked really sharp in training, Mile. And Khan catches Peterson there. And a big right hand from Khan. This is a positive start.
Seemed to go to sleep and lose his way.
And again another shot, a left hand. And that will got a slip.
Well, I thought that was a knockdown.
That's going to bother Khan. He knows he can catch him and hurt him.
Challenger to do anything to gain confidence.
And of course, there's a real strength and went the distance.
But thinking fighters need a couple of...
And another right hand. And that wasn't a slip.
Inside of the glove, it seemed to land from the left hand, and then the right hand landed a bit higher.
The first one wasn't, the second one definitely wasn't.
Peterson lands some clean, quick jabs, but Khan takes them in stride. Within 1 minute of the fight, Khan puts his legendary speed to use, taking Peterson by surprise and knocking him down to the canvas. The ref judges it a slip, much to the dismay of Khan and his fans alike, causing the first round to become a controversial talking point before it's truly started. And just when it seems like things are slowing down, Khan comes back in with some relentlessly fast and powerful jabs that force Peterson down to the ground, getting the first official knockdown of the fight.
I think Amir just needs to be careful of those big wide hooks that Peterson tries to throw every time he finishes the combination.
Loading up with every punch, concentrated on moving. These right hands.
He's just too quick for Peterson. Peterson.
Khan stays confident and aware of his power, seemingly being more effective than Peterson's as he tries to keep the pressure on, but Peterson is warming up, throwing clean jabs and a couple combinations. But whilst this is happening, the mysterious man in a hat makes his presence known. After being moved away from ringside in round 1, the mystery man returns to the front row next to the judges for round 2.
In over his head here, he's trying to find some inspiration for him. He's got a far superior...
Up and letting single shot.
In the sense, Matthew, Khan's speed and...
One combination together.
A brawl. And
3 quick left hooks.
Tell. Really good work.
Oh, shaky, I think got hit high again.
He got hit there.
On his heels.
A right cross gets through. And Peterson senses he could finish this.
Khan gets his guard broken down by Peterson as Lamont continues to land heavy power punches. Khan tries to look unfazed and shakes his head before pushing some pressure of his own, but Peterson holds control. Khan gets heavily rocked with 30 seconds left on the clock but manages to keep himself in the fight.
Peterson early on in the fight, so there could just be a change of things here.
Big right hand again from Peterson.
And that
included about Peterson. There's a right hand.
And again, look at the work rate. Those punches getting...
And also I'd be concerned with Khan having to...
This is what he needs. Sorted that big right hand. But
Khan picks his punches and slows down Peterson's aggression, landing many precise jabs throughout the round, ducking out when Lamont attempts to brawl. The mystery man spends the round overlooking the scorecards, only watching the fight when Peterson is the one throwing punches.
And again during the round, Barry Hunter really giving Lamont Peterson a tongue lashing.
Khan closes off Peterson, and it seems that the fight goes more and more in Khan's favour. As the rounds continue, Peterson lands a beautiful right uppercut with some strong hooks, but Khan shrugs it off and brings the heat right back, landing some lightning-fast hooks of his own with a couple of jabs for good measure.
Out of Peterson.
It's here in round 6. The controversy of the fight not only continues but amplifies tenfold. The mystery man puts his hands on the scorecards of the fight, indicating and talking to the judges, something illegal in the sport of boxing. It's assumed here by many that the mystery man is telling the other judges what to be writing as they have their pens in hand over the scorecards.
Khan getting there with the left and switch.
Shot from Peterson.
The confidence is all back for us. Walking onto a lot of shots. A couple of good left hooks landed from Khan. There's another left.
He has to take chances in there.
Rounds is not working now.
Hurt the body, continuing to chip away. Peterson gets through with the right uppercut that shook Khan up. And then it goes. But he's stiffened as that. They're both showing some marks as we go into the second half. Amir Khan's
I
last.
don't think that's the answer. Khan close work the body too quick for us.
Yeah, Peterson's had success when he's...
Now about Khan. I mean, he could not have been involved in a fight like this. Big right hand from Peterson. He needs more.
Khan needs to do what he was.
Gomez had him down. Great. Good work on the ropes again from Lamont Peterson. Peterson giving Khan nowhere to go. Khan making it.
Stuff.
That was a big left hook and right upstairs.
But these are crazy tactics. He's giving this round away. Away now. There is fun.
And a point taken off.
Lamont fights back as Amir starts the round strong, stalking Khan heavily and landing catastrophic uppercuts to Khan's chin. In the last 10 seconds of the round, Khan gets a very controversial point, deducted for pushing.
I wonder what that's done to Khan psychologically. But Jim...
Rapidity, been a massive lift for him. Look at the body shots Peterson's digging in.
Seems to have been slowed by Khan, and again one of those right hands upstairs getting through. And how many of these is Khan prepared to take? And a left as Khan... Peterson with a shot to the body that maybe forced Khan to wince, and Khan looked at John Cooper as if to say it was a low one.
Yeah, he was claiming it was low.
If Khan starts looking at the referee, switches upstairs, it's close.
The boss in there, Peterson's one.
After Khan's point deduction, Peterson seems back in the fight, trailing Amir's every move and landing destructive power punches, making the fight far more even than initially believed.
Well, I've got 2 questions. Can Peterson keep up this unbelievable pace? And if he can Khan stay with him?
Continue to do that.
Look for good body shots, followed by the uppercut from Peterson. And Khan shipping punishment again on the ropes. What a body went upstairs, and Khan finds a response.
And Khan's producing the better one.
Great right hand rocks Peterson, who's in trouble. Peterson trying to dig deep, coming back with body shots of his own.
Khan's had probably since the first round. He really rocked him.
The legs, he needed to produce.
Trying to summon up some more reserves and lands another one of those right hands, and Khan's been taking...
Peterson tries to give Khan more punishment when out of nowhere Khan throws the punch of the fight, rocking Peterson and nearly sending him to the ground once more, taking control of the fight again.
All the fouling is coming from Khan at the moment. He cannot afford to lose any more points. Pushing down on the neck.
Now, because Peterson is giving Khan
Showed his championship
Trying to
face again.
I think the big really being effective with
Peterson also, there's been a few times.
Khan stays on the back foot and keeps Peterson at bay, taking punches only when he knows they're safe and making sure to stay off the ropes.
That right eye almost completely closed now. Dissolved. Who can take these last 2 rounds and possibly...
The mystery man returns once more and is seen holding the furthest away judge's scorecard before passing it back down to him. Many theorise that he changed the scoring of round 7, which was initially written as a 10-10 scoring that was later modified to a 10-8 to Peterson.
some of these rounds. But Peterson,
The picture tactics the last couple of rounds from Peterson, caught him with a left hook then.
bit negative in this round. He's stepping right back in. Good stuff from Peterson.
And whatever happens now, what an unbelievable battle this has been. Is boxing on up? Boy, oh boy, is he the real thing. Terrific right uppercut from Khan. How big could this be?
Khan seems revitalised as he pounds Peterson with lightning-fast jabs before getting another point deducted for pushing. With the heat on Khan, he continues to dominate the round and ends the fight strong, despite 2-point deductions.
Just get out of this.
We go to the scorecards. 113, 112, Peterson. 114, 111, Khan. 113, 112 to the winner by majority decision. And new.
Oh, he's done it, Lamont Peterson. He's turned it on.
After the fight, it was ruled as a majority decision win for Peterson, much to the dismay and outrage of many fans as well as Khan himself, blaming the referee for the 2 questionable point deductions and lack of point deductions for Peterson, who had been leading with his head throughout much of the fight.
And, you know, like I said, I was against 2 people in there. The referee just wasn't giving me a chance.
Lamont was proud to have beaten Khan and taking his title, but things didn't stay that way for long due to it being announced that Lamont had taken testosterone pellets for the fight. He was stripped of his WBA title, forced to give it back to Khan, but was allowed to keep the IBF. The mystery man was brought to the attention of news networks after Khan himself rewatched the fight.
He's alleged that a mystery man may have interfered with the judges' scorecards during the fight.
People were unsure as to who the man was, and it wasn't until much later that it was revealed. The man went by the name of Mustafa Amin, a man affiliated with the IBF, and was given tickets to be at the fight, but nowhere is there anything revealed or implied that he was allowed to illegally handle the judges' scorecards and talk to them. It's also often brought to attention that despite being stripped of the WBA title, he was allowed to keep the IBF, which was who the mysterious man was affiliated with. It's also rumoured he was seen celebrating with Peterson's team after the fight, but there is no proof.
There should be no one sat with the commission talking about scorecards or handling the scorecard. It does look a little bit dodgy.
After the fight, things were very unfriendly between Khan and Peterson despite their embrace after the fight's initial close. Khan demanded a rematch, calling out the biases of the ref and how the fight was handled in Washington, D.C., where Peterson was born and raised. A rematch was scheduled the following year until once again Peterson failed another drug test. The fight was called off, and Khan never had the opportunity to avenge his loss.